and Ovett. And coming in to the Olympics, this figured to be just a wide open, wild scramble. And nothing to dispel that happened in the first semifinal. Now, the second semifinal features on the inside Sebastian Coe. So both Englishmen got to start from the inside position. That was Ovett's starting lane. Jose Luis Barbosa from Brazil is in lane 2. In lane 3, Juma Ndiwa of Kenya. Then in lane 4, Johnny Gray of the United States. Billy Cancella of Kenya will be in 5. Alberto Limares of Brazil is in 6. Donato Sabbia of Italy is in 7. Hans-Peter Ferner of West Germany is in 8. They stay in their lanes until they straighten out down the backstretch. It's Sebastian Coe on the inside, the top 4 to qualify. And on the outside, you've got Sabbia of Italy moving to the front along with Cancella and Ndiwa.
Cancella controlling the pace. It doesn't look as if it's as fast, and the crowd has not stopped murmuring from the last heat. It's almost as if they're saying, I don't believe that heat. And Cancella and Coe are coming up next in this heat, and they were the men who looked the most impressive through the early rounds.
Now it's Johnny Gray who takes the lead at this point. That's Sabbia on the outside in the blue top, white shorts. Billy Cancella on the inside as they approach the 400-meter mark, and we'll give you the split as they approach the halfway mark of the race. Tightly packed right there, 52.27, nowhere near as fast as the first semi.
Oh, almost 2 seconds slower on the first lap. These runners would love to have a much slower time because, as you saw in the last heat, though, the runners in that heat really had to dig and give an all-out effort. They're running a bit slower. It's going to come down to a kick. Johnny Gray now controlling it very nicely.
That's Cancella making his move, and here comes Coe. Gray is right there, though he's holding his ground. Gray still out in front, but tightly bunched around the far turn. Here comes Sebastian Coe. Sebastian Coe looked over his right shoulder. He has the lead. You have to finish in the top 4. Gray is in pretty decent shape, but the field is closing on him in a hurry. Coe is on top. It's Cancella second. Gray now with a spurt at the end. Here comes Sabbia up on the outside. Gray will make it, so will Sabbia. He finishes 4th. Another close race. 1:45.53 is the time. So Ovett just makes it in the first semi, and then Coe in the second turns it on at the end. The United States, both men in both heats, able to make it in. Johnny Gray, we saw Earl Jones make it. Sebastian Coe acknowledging the crowd. 1:41.73 is his world record. 1:45.53 is the time of that semifinal. And this, as we mentioned, Marty LaQuarrie, an arduous task for these guys to run the equivalent of a half mile. 4 consecutive days is what it amounts to. So this was the third of 4. You know, we talked about this being a real scramble, and tomorrow's final should really be something.
Well, it's going to have everybody buzzy now because we saw 2 completely different races. The first one, I'd like to call it the new 800 meters, where it was just a sprint right from the start, see who could hold on, try and take the kick out of the milers like Ovett, and they almost did it. The second one was more the classic 800 meters that we usually see in the Olympic Games. The first 200 fairly quick, and then they settle in, kind of jockey for places for 400 meters, and then really kick the last 200. So you'd have to speculate that we're going to see a fast race in the final. Coe is going to be severely tested because there are 3 men who have proven, Cruz, Earl Jones, have proven they can go out fast and hold on. So they're going to probably, out of that 3, will be someone to force the pace and really take the starch out of Coe, Ovett, and Billy Cancella. Who,
right,
coming into this, was not even a factor, but looked stronger each day.
What about Jones and Gray? What might their strategy be tomorrow?
Well, Gray ran well, controlled the race. I think he wanted to go out there and make sure they ran a little bit slower. He didn't want to see a 1:43. Earl Jones, I think we'll see him go out very aggressively in the final, as he just did here, and it'll be he and Cruz perhaps fighting to take the lead that first 200 meters. Cruz told me, though, that he learned a lesson in Helsinki, that he fought very hard to get the lead from the Englishman, and he won't do that again. He'll give it up.
What a scramble it will be tomorrow night in the final of the 800 meters.